Hello Steelers, and welcome to the post-Salute 50 anniversary roundup. This is my hobby report for the week. I've actually had a really busy week this week with work. I was away for a while at a conference, so I didn't really get a huge amount of stuff painted. But I'll talk about that first of all, and I'll talk about Salute as well, which I have got a show report coming later on, hopefully at some point earlier this week. Depends how quickly I can get it edited. I'm going to try and work on it this afternoon, but that's going to be that's something for future at the moment. But painting wise, I actually finished off some more of the shell creators from Early War Miniatures. I got some resin in the post, so I was able to finish those off, and they're done now. So they're just, I cut all those up and they're ready. I also, as I've mentioned it before, I have done a painting video for those as well. So look out for that at some point in the future. It's probably going to be a good couple of months because it's still in the editing suite at the moment. So, but it will be coming. So just keep an eye out for that. They were nice and easy done. Also, the other thing was the 15mm cowboys from Blue Moon. I managed to do the first 6 of these. I just picked 6 at random out of the bag and basically just started painting them. Now the Blue Moon ones are dead cheap, which kind of shows in the sculpts. They're not fantastic. And then I realised afterwards that Peter Pig also do them as well. I'd forgotten about that, so I'll probably go back actually and buy some Peter Pig ones because I prefer their figures anyway. Just did a little bit more character to them. But I thought, well, you know, I've got the Blue Moon ones and I could also probably mix them up with a Peter Pig. I know Dex had said they're slightly different. He told me they're slightly different sizes, but you know, people are different sizes anyway. And I've got a bunch of another 7 of them here ready to paint, so I'll probably work on those other week, nice and easy. The other thing as well I started on was the 1600th aircraft that I got from Paul over at Sabotage, and the first ones I did were the G4M2 Bettys. Got those finished. I just thought I'd do those quick because they're nice and easy to paint. Really nice aircraft, and there's loads of detail on these. Jim Muir, who did the sculpting for them, really did a fantastic job. Absolutely excellent. And yeah, they've turned out really well because Paul is such a good 3D printer as well. As I say, I've still got the box of them down here to work my way through, and I am doing. The other ones I did were the KI-15 Babs as well. Just finished those off just before Salute, and they're done as well. So there's 6 of those. I've got another 6 of those kicking about in the box. I've just got to find. I've been sorting them out into their individual types and boxes as well, and then also giving them various bases. So they're all boxed up, bagged up, and ready to go. So I can just pull them out as they come along. I did actually end up buying some decals from Flight Deck. In America, it only cost me $4 for the postage, so it wasn't a massive outlay. And I've got some British decals coming, so I'm going to wait for those before I start on the British aircraft. But I've got some Japanese decals, so I'll be working my way through the Japanese stuff anyway. And that's one of the things I bought at Salute. Yesterday was Salute, it's the 50th anniversary. I saw the guys over at Pendragon and I picked up some decals, some Japanese ones, so I was basically running out of them. These are the I-94 ones. I also got some paints as well from them. And I was asking, I tell people to remind me on Twitter to get some dark sand. I did get some dark sand, so there we go. Got those. I was also actually talking, I don't know if it was Leon at Pendragon, but they basically invited me to go and have a look at their factory and do some filming up there and one of their open days and things. So I'm going to email them later on today and probably get something set up at some point. So that will be good fun, I think. I'm looking forward to that, so thanks. I'm not sure if it was Leon that talked to me. I don't know their names and faces, I'm afraid. But anyway, you know, thanks for suggesting the idea. So yeah, that was the only thing that's actually the only things that I did actually buy at Salute itself anyway. Because the stuff that I was getting, I'd actually already pre-ordered. One of those things was this, which is currently in a box. I've not even opened it yet because I got back quite late on last night. This is 15mm Cowboy Town from Sarissa. This is about 30 quid, and I think it's got 5 or 6 buildings in it. They're obviously on small A5 things, so they're only going to be small, like Adobe kind of buildings or wooden shacks and stuff. I think they're going to be dead easy to put together. I'm going to try and get those put together. hopefully this week, but we'll see. I don't know how long it's going to take. We'll just have to see. The other thing I was picking up as well was this, of course, which, as you can tell, which is why I'm currently into cowboys. What a Cowboy from Two Fat Lardies. So this is absolutely brand new. Only released last week. A lot of people were getting it in the post in the pre-orders. I decided to save £4.50, £4 on the postaging, and pay 110 quid to get my train down to Salute to get it there instead. But I got the bundle. I paid for it a while back. I've got a passing interest in cowboys. I like Red Dead Redemption 2 a lot. I like a lot of cowboy films and things. I like the idea of cowboys and stuff. And I also figure you could probably use this actually for things like Judge Dredd and Star Wars as well, with a little bit of tweaking here and there. You know what it's like when people do these things where they get rules. But I also get as well the full set. So I've got the What a Cowboy cards here. And I've also got some Bonanza tokens as well here as well. I think these are war bases printed, fully colour printed ones. And I think I was talking to Richard, and he was saying they were actually running out of Bonanza tokens. They were selling so much, a load of people have picked them up as part of the pre-bundle. A lot of people generally don't get all of that stuff, but in this case, he said there were really high demand for the whole bundle. So hopefully they're going to get restocked at some point. But I don't know how their sales went yesterday, but I'm fairly sure they were probably pretty good. It seemed like everybody had a bumper year this year at Salute as well. The other thing as well I also picked up as well, of course, was a signed photo of Sydney from Roundwood's World. That will be framed and going on the wall at some point, I'm sure. The host of the Oddcast. These were dotted around the lard zone, so I'll pick one of those up. The bullying continues. But yeah, Salute itself, just as a quick roundup, because like I said, I'm going to do a proper show report anyway. I'm going to work on that later on. Really good, incredibly well attended. I got down there about 9:30. I was really chuffed to have been given a press pass, so thank you for that to the Salute organisers if you're watching. Really chuffed to be included on that list. So I was in there relatively early, but I was also helping Joe Bilton with his amazing table for Chain of Command, and I helped out a couple of guys, Tristan and Alex, play a game of Chain of Command first thing in the morning. Went on for a couple of hours, and it was really good, real fun. Could have swung either way. Really brutal street fighting by the end of it, and I think they both really enjoyed themselves anyway. Well, they seem to have done, and that's the main thing, isn't it, when you come to play a participation game. But then that meant I also then got the afternoon to nip off around and actually film everything. And I was absolutely blown away by the standard of the games, and also just the amount of people that were there. And I've been looking through some of the photos on Twitter, and I realised that I actually missed tons and tons of tables just because I should have done it more systematically. And there was loads of stuff that I'm seeing on Twitter that I didn't even see in the flesh. So it was kind of like, right, oh great. So it's not going to be 100% show report, but it's going to be a good, I'd say at least 70%, I think. But I'm going to work on that, like I say, later on. I'll do the editing for that and try and get it out at some point this week. I don't know when, but just keep your eyes out for it. Saw loads of people as well, absolutely. Loads of people came up and said hello, said how much they enjoyed the channel, so thank you. There's no point, I'll not be able to remember everybody, and I'm sure I'll miss people out, but yeah, thank you to everybody who did come up and say hello anyway. It was really good to see. It was a really friendly atmosphere as well, really good. I got a lift, just to say, from Tom Davis back, so cheers for that, Tom, even though I did get in an hour after my train would have got me home, but you know. At least I was dropped off at my door, but yeah, it was cracking to see everybody, all smiley faces, and everybody seemed to be enjoying themselves and enjoying the show as well. I was told there was over 5,500 e-tickets sold, and that doesn't include the ones that were sold, you know, up to the day as well, and also including the 500 plus traders and gamers who were in there as well, and all the under 16s as well, I think, get in for free. So really good turnout compared to last time, where there was only about half the amount of people in there, I think. This time it was really, you know, it was good to see. It was back on form, and it was a good advert for the hobby, I think, and just to show that the hobby is definitely in rude health, and it was great to see that. Okay, as I say, there's not much point in me telling you more about Salute because A, my voice is going anyway from talking all day yesterday, but also the show report video will be out ASAP. I see that Big Lee over at Miniature Adventures has already put one out, so go and check that out. There's plenty of photos in there, slideshow that he's done. I'll put a link to that in the description down below anyway, but yeah, go and check that one out at least, and I assume there will be other Salute videos coming at some point, including my own. Right, to be able to get to that video and see it as soon as you check in on your YouTube, not Facebook, your YouTube, I suggest that you subscribe to the channel. If you're one of the 80% of people who do watch these videos and aren't subscribed, it'll come straight up in your YouTube feed, and you will see it as soon as I put it out. As I say, at the moment, not sure when, maybe Monday, maybe Tuesday. I'll just see how I get on with it today. I don't think it's going to be out tonight because I want to put this video out and let this one breathe a bit, so I would say probably Monday at the earliest, but keep an eye out for it, and I will see you in the next Storm of Steel video.